We want to look at variable generation in Stata. Now, there are two ways that you can create variables in Stata. The first method that we will look at right now is that you can use gen along with replace. Now, gen allows you to generate both numeric and string variables. Say I want to use gen to create a numeric variable score, which always takes a value of 10. So I will do generate score is equal to 10. And what this will do is this will create a numeric variable that will always take the value of 10. So if I do browse and you can see, okay, see, we have created this variable score which is always taking a value of 10. This is what this command did. If I want to create a string variable, so the thing that we have to be careful about is the values of string variables are always written in inverted commas. So say I want to create a string variable which takes the value of a, capital A for all of its observations, right? So using gen to create a string variable, right? So we've created this variable. So we're creating this string variable section, which is always going to take the value a. And notice over here, when you're writing a numeric variable, you don't have to write its value in inverted comma. But when you're writing a string variable, you have to enclose its value in an inverted comma, right? So browse. So we can see here it has created this string variable, which is taking the value of a. So, and also something to note over here is that when you're creating variables using gen, you're assigning values to variables like over here we did. We assign score the value of 10 and we assign section the value of a for all its observations. So you just use a single equal to sign. But when you're using if and in that, you don't use a single equal to sign, you use a double equal to sign. So with gen, you use a single equal to sign. With if you're using if and you're imposing a condition using that, then you have to use a double equal to sign. Now, when we use if with gen, observations not meeting the condition are set to missing, right? We might want to create a variable based on some conditions. So, and when you use if with gen, observations that don't meet the condition are set to missing. In that case, that's where replace comes into play. For example, we want to create a variable heavy that takes the value 1 if weight is less than 3000 and 0 otherwise. So we do generate heavy is equal to 1 if weight is greater than 3000. I'll do that. Now you can notice over here, you can see 35 missing values generated. Let's just browse weight heavy and see. Now if we browse, then we can see any way that's less than 3000 is a missing value because a dot in Stata is a missing value for numeric variables. And we know, okay, over here, look, if weight is greater than 3000, it has the value 1. Weight is less than 3000, it's missing, right? So now what I can do is I can do replace heavy is equal to 0 if weight is less than equal to 3000. So CTRL plus T. So now notice now it has changed the missing values to 0. So whenever you are using if with gen in order to create variables by imposing some conditions, so any observations not meeting the condition are set to missing, and that's where replace comes in, so that you can replace those missing values with whatever values you want to assign to the variable.